Okay, we are completely set up. So just to get onto the game that I'll be doing this week, it will be the original Starwing. The new StarFox game is due out in a couple of weeks, so I thought what better than to review this bad boy. Well, I say review, as I said before, I'm not reviewing these games, I'm just saying these are some games you should have played, and if not, definitely check them out. Okay, so let's pop this in. That's not a good start. Right, I've had a fiddle about with the connectors. I'm blowing in the cartridge. Let's even get this bad boy up and running. Look for the red light. Yes! Yeah! StarFox was released in February 1993 and was one of the most hyped games for the Super NES. Now, right before I go any further, actually, I just want to state that in Europe it was released as Starwing. To avoid any confusion between a German organisation that were called StarFox, Vox with a V, not an F. See, I had to state that there. It's true, Wikipedia that shit. Anyway, right, moving on. Now, the reason for this game being so hyped is that it was the first game on the Super NES that was to use 3-dimensional polygon graphics. Now, take a second and think about that. That shit was uncommon back then. People lost their minds when they saw this. I mean, just look at it. Bask in all the 3D gloriness. I mean, if that wasn't enough, it was directed and produced by Shigeru Miyamoto. Sorry if I butchered your name there a wee bit. Long time fan, still not a clue how to pronounce your name. This guy produced Zelda, Mario, F-Zero, Donkey Kong. You know, you get the point, Big deal, big deal. Now, as I've previously mentioned about the series of retro games that you should have played, all the chosen games on this list have aged beautifully, and I might have been lying just a bit, just a tiny bit in this one, but it's important to note that this game was significant not just for Nintendo but for the industry as a whole. Now, moving on to what the game's actually about, it's an unreal shooter set in space where you take the boots of pilot Fox McCloud as you fight against the evil forces of Andros with the rest of your StarFox team. You'll have to occasionally save your teammates from enemy fire, only for them to fly in front of you when you're shooting, and then they complain and ask you to watch where you're shooting. Honestly, if you've never played this before, let Slippy die. You don't know what I'm talking about? Just play it. Just play it. The game features 6 stages, including the final stage, which provide a short but very sweet gameplay experience. I mean, all stages have a great soundtrack to go with them, and with the addition of score tracking, it keeps you and your mates coming back for a little bit more each time, just to try and outdo each other. The game itself's got more of a sort of arcade feel to it than any of your sort of epic shooters set in space like Mass Effect or anything modern that you would get today, but it's something that's actually refreshing to go back and play again. So, that's Starwing. StarFox. Just whatever. It's a good game and a retro classic that you should have played. If the insane 3D graphics that you're looking at right are a bit too much and put your mind into meltdown, give StarFox 64 a go. It's basically the exact same game but on the N64, with updated graphics and more levels. I mean, if anything, that stands testament to this game itself, and to the original. In my opinion, developed by Shigeru Miyamoto, that original formula shouldn't be tampered with. I'm looking at you, GameCube. I'm looking at you. And as previously mentioned at the start of this video, the new StarFox is due out soon, and I personally can't wait to see it return to form. I hope you've enjoyed this video, guys, and do a barrel roll!